Hello, and welcome to Gadget Surfer TV. We all know that Tesla has risen to exponential levels of popularity the past couple of years, but there's a new kid on the block. Here is how Chinese NIO Cars is planning to beat Tesla. Maybe some of you haven't heard of NIO. Let's go in for a brief preview on NIO. NIO is an automobile manufacturer that is based in Shanghai, China. It was founded by William Li, the chairman of Bit Auto and Next EV, in November 2014. NIO specializes in designing and developing electric vehicles like Tesla. Due to the similarities in business ventures and planning, this has led to mainstream media calling William Li the Elon Musk of China. Several companies such as Baidu, Lenovo, and TPG invested in NIO. On the day the brand was revealed to the public, they announced their first car model, the NIO EP9 sports car, in 2016, and the ES8 as their first volume manufactured electric vehicle to the public. The ES8 is a 7-seater all-aluminum alloy body, premium electric SUV. The company marketed the SUV, hailing its performance, functionality, and mobility. 2 years after the EP9's debut, they were given clearance by the California DMV to begin testing on public roads. This would be under the Autonomous Vehicle Tester Program and enabled the company to launch vehicles with both Level 3 and Level 4 autonomy. In 2018, deliveries of the ES8 were finally being made, and in that same year, they opened the Power Swap Station. It is their first battery swap station located in the Nanshan district of Shenzhen, Guangdong, China. In this station are the batteries that ES8 cars can use. And in September of that year, the company went public on the New York Stock Exchange for an initial public offering of $1.8 billion. However, their investors were frustrated as they expected NIO to become the next Tesla, but progress was very slow, which resulted in losses. EV startups in China were failing to make ground. Over 635 EV startups, including NIO, were registered on paper. Only few could produce a single car, which led private financing and government subsidies to lose interest. NIO was set to fall and fall hard. After starting with $10 a share with the company's IPO, it sank to a lowly $1.39. Between 2017 and 2019, the company sold fewer than 32,000 cars, which led to a loss of $3.67 billion during that time span. But in the company's eyes, they were still doing well, or at least better than most EV companies in China, because they were at least producing and selling cars. Not all EV companies in China could make this statement. Still, many auto analysts predicted that the company would go under in the next couple of months. But then, Hefei city government emerged as a center of EV production. NIO and officials agreed on a $638 million financing package in April 2020. NIO's stock then rose, topping at $57 this past November. The company had a market capitalization of $73.6 billion, nowhere near Tesla, but not bad for a company that could have failed a year prior. Starting January of this year, Li publicly stated that NIO aims to produce 7,500 cars a month, all from their Hefei agreement, and by 2022 to start selling cars to Europe and the US. One of NIO's long-term goals is to battle out Tesla with their battery swap system that sees NIO drivers switching batteries within minutes. For Tesla cars, it will take hours to recharge at one of the recharge stations. Now that we have that out of the way, let's take a look at a few things that the company hopes will appeal to the market, allowing them to gain some ground on Tesla. The NIO ET7 is the company's first sedan that looks to directly compete with a Tesla Model S. This model will be available by early next year at a starting price of around $70,000. The ET7 has a 150 kilowatt battery pack, and the company makes the big claim that it can go at a range of more than 1,000 kilometers. A bold statement from a bold company. Only in the next couple of months will we find out how accurate that statement is. Moving on, the ET7 looks to have a bigger battery than the Tesla Model S, with Tesla only going to 100 kilowatts. The ET7 can also be purchased in 70 kilowatts and 100 kilowatts, with ranges of 500 and 700 kilometers respectively. It's equipped with twin motors that produce 644 horsepower and 849 of torque, and can go 0 to 62 in 3.9 seconds, along with standard air suspension that will make it a comfortable ride and can scan the roads for bumps along the way. Its interior comes with a 12.8-inch AMOLED display that runs Qualcomm Snapdragon platform, 5G, as well as the company's voice-activated assistant, Nomi. Not to be confused with the ES6, but draws heavy inspiration off it. The EC6 is NIO's new SUV. It's essentially what the Porsche Cayenne Coupe is to the Cayenne. On NIO's website, they describe the EC6 as a young, dynamic, and progressive car. It makes use of NIO's 100-kilowatt battery that produces over 536 horsepower, that can go from 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds and has a top speed of 124 miles per hour and max range of 382 miles. The major change from the ES6 is that the EC6 ditches the roof spoiler entirely and instead replaces it with a sloping roof, as well as the hunchback design of the car. The hunchback combined with a new roof shape make a more refined look for the vehicle. The interior will have 2 digital displays, a dashboard that has no buttons, a flat-bottom steering wheel, sports front seats, and of course, the NIO car assistant. As of July 2020, NIO announced the starting price range for the EC6 will go for at least $52,441. The ES8 is the flagship SUV of NIO. It is the first all-electric road car of the brand and is designed to be the EP9 supercar's bigger brother. It's an all-wheel drive SUV that holds a dual motor that delivers 480 kilowatts and 644 horsepower that can go 0 to 62 in 4.4 seconds. And just like any NIO product, it wants to be better than Tesla by going literal. Its comparison, the Tesla Model X, has a dual motor tandem as well, but can only produce 375 kilowatts for 503 horsepower. With the ES8 comes the NIO Pilot. The NIO Pilot is an advanced driver assistance system that is supported by 23 sensors placed around the car and Mobileye IQ4 technology. The technology enables the vehicle to park by itself, the first car of the NIO to make use of this system. This is also where NIO was first introduced, much like Apple's Siri, and does tasks such as activate your air filter, close the sunroof, and predict the weather for your drive. This is the car that started it all for NIO. It has come a long way since then, but if not for the ES8, the company would not be where it is today. You can get this 5-door SUV for a price of $65,000. And of course, just like any public company, stocks are a major asset for a company looking to take over the EV industry. As we mentioned earlier, the stock of NIO was an initial $10 that went as low as $1.39 that could have been disastrous for the company. They were that close to shutting down, but thanks to the agreement with the Hefei city government, their stock steadily shot up. As of today, the stock of NIO opened at 59.07, went as high as 59.12, went as low as 54.37, and closed at a value of 56.99. They are doing much better than the initial $10 and low of 1.39. It will take years before it can reach the heights of Tesla, but they're on the right track, and you can't deny the economic abilities of a Chinese-owned company. Subscribe to our channel and catch our next 2 videos. Thanks for watching Gadget Surfer TV.